second video in Debian 12 series, and we're gonna tackle this time a second method of enabling fail2ban. As you guys know, a lot of tutorials out there, they're not fully complete, and it's very hard to get fail2ban to work. In my previous video, I showed you guys how to do some changes to the code to get it to work. In this video, we're just gonna use a syslog server, which is by default disabled and uninstalled on Debian 12, and that is the reason why fail2ban fails to work. So I'm gonna show you real quickly how to get this to work with the default and the default tutorials online, and get it to work with a little modification to the system. So in my case, I have two operating systems. I have Debian 12, which we're gonna log in shortly, and then I have another Linux, Alma Linux, where we're gonna log in and try to do some login attempts. This way we can see the errors when someone is trying to get in, and we're gonna see the logs of fail2ban showing the attempts and blocking the connection. So let's log into my all these machines are virtual machines, and they installed locally. Okay, so we're gonna be simulating the traffic, but installation on the production server is exactly the same. So we're gonna log into Debian. I think it's 25. We're gonna SSH as root. 1 and 2. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, so we logged into a Debian. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna install few modules here. The first one is the syslog. So we're gonna do syslog. So it's called rsyslog. So this is by default not installed anymore. I do not know why, but that is causing issues with fail2ban. So we're just gonna install that. I also highly recommend installing the firewall, because firewall will protect your other ports from being accessed, and it controls the system better, and also integrates with fail2ban really well. So we're gonna be doing apt install ufw. So this is the firewall. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna enable. All right, and we need to allow SSH connection through the firewall. So we're gonna do ufw allow SSH. All right, so rules are applied, and we're gonna reload this. ufw reload. As you can see, I'm running it as root. If you don't, then you we have to yes. All right, and now we can reload, I guess, just to make sure. Okay, So we got this firewall running. Now we need to install the, I'm gonna clear this page and we're gonna do apt install Fail2Ban. Okay, and in that case, we can use one of the online tutorials and copy the configuration file, make a clone of that, and that will have all the rules that we need. We running it as sudo. We're gonna get that error, so we have to remove sudo. All right, so now we have to edit that file. We don't have to edit that, but as you can see, everything got cloned and everything is enabled by default. But what I like to do is change the default settings for testing purposes. So we're gonna change the ban time to 1 minute, so we don't have to wait too long. So it's 1 minute, and we're gonna change the retry to 2 times. All right, Control X to save. It's gonna ask us yes or no. We just say yes and hit enter, and that's gonna get saved. All right, so now we install the Fail2Ban. We configure the config file. So now we just have to enable it with the Linux boot. So we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna enable this to boot with the system ctl enable Fail2Ban. Okay, and we just gonna also check the status. All right, so it's giving us an error. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna reboot the system. Okay, once the system reboots, we're gonna log in and we're gonna check the status. Apparently, everything has to load up. All right, so we're gonna SSH root and Debian machine. All right, now we're just gonna check the status of Fail2Ban, and as you can see, it says active and running. So now our system is running after the reboot. Now, we're gonna do some testing. So we're gonna check the logs. So do all right. So we open the Fail2Ban log. All right, fantastic. So now we're gonna see activity, and we're gonna log into the other machine. Let me check what was. I think it was this one. All right, so this is on my Linux, and we are logged in as root again. So we're gonna now try to SSH to the server. All right, so this is the Debian server. So if we type in some random password, okay, it says it was unsuccessful. I'll try this again. As you can see, it says that we tried and we got banned. So now if I type in the password again, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna cancel that, Control C, and I'm gonna refresh the connection, and you see it says connection refuse. So in that case, you can use any online tutorial as long as you install the syslog server first, and then everything else should work just fine. I hope that helps other people, because I've had a lot of issues, and my first video was showing a different way of doing it, but if you want to simplify it, that is the second method. Thank you for watching.